This tutorial will show you how to use Explain Everything, which has a white logo with a blue light bulb. When you first open Explain Everything, this page will probably be blank for you unless you have previous projects. To create a new project, you push the plus sign at the top. You can choose landscape or portrait for your orientation, a blank white project, or a template, or upload from pictures or documents. If you chose to use a template, this screen will show up and you can use any of these as your background color. Once you have created your new project, you will see all of your tools along the left-hand side, your zoom and view here, your recording tools here, your slide sorter and export tools here, and this is the menu that takes you back to your projects. We will review each tool one at a time. If you want to grab anything and edit it, this hand tool is your main tool to use. The next tool is the plus sign. This is to add something new. You will see a lot of options when you click on that. We're going to focus on adding an existing image or video, so a picture that's already on your camera roll, creating a new video, creating a new picture, so new photograph, creating new audio, or you can import existing sounds. If you want to get more in depth, you can experiment with adding a file, creating a web link, or creating an equation. The next tool down is your pen tool. When you click on it, it will open a new menu of options. The second option allows you to change the width of your pen stroke. You can also click the next one to fill in anything that you have drawn, and you have a choice of colors. If you click on any of these colors, it will give you an option to choose new colors. Next is the highlighter tool. This will create kind of a highlighted effect over anything you've done. You can use it to draw, or you can use it to highlight text. Again, you can change the width and you can change the colors. The next tool is the eraser tool. You can change the width of this as well. You can also choose to just erase your last work, which will leave anything you've drawn underneath, or if you click this one, you can erase every layer. You can also use this to erase parts of a photo. The next tool is the shape creator. When you click this, a new menu opens. At the top, you can decide what type of pre-made shape you would like. You can add a shadow to it. Right here, you can change your border width. And then, of course, you can change the colors of the border and the fill. Next, you have your typing tool. When you click this, you will get a text box. Once you have the text box and you click in it, your keyboard will open. If you look at the top of the keyboard, there's a lot of different options. You can click this to decide what color you would like your text to be. You can choose a border. You can choose a different font. You can decide how large you want your text to be. And when you're done and you click off of it, you will see that you have a little blue check mark, and you click that to confirm that you are done typing. If you ever need to return to this and change something, you simply double tap anywhere in this box and it will let you change your text. If you wanted to get rid of something completely, text box or object, you would click the X tool. You tap that, and then you tap what you want to delete, and you will see this red and white box with an X come around it. Tap the X, and it will delete the whole thing. Next, you have a cursor tool. When you click this, you have a variety of options of what you want to use as a cursor, just like the one I'm using now. This can be useful if you are trying to record yourself reading or read along, or simply have somebody follow where you are in a presentation. Finally, at the bottom, you have this eye. This is your inspector tool. If you click on it, it will give you some different options. You can click arrange and edit to change the layering of your different objects. I also like to use the lock feature. If I tap on something, I can then tap lock, and it will allow me to make sure that if I am moving things around, that object will not move. I can also go back in here and hit unlock if I want to move it again. At the bottom, you may have seen a recording button. Once you've clicked on it, it will open up all of these options. You can see the time that you've been recording. Once you hit this to record and you hit it again to stop, or you can pause. Once you're done, you'll be able to rewind, fast forward. And if you tap the time, it will actually open this up. Now, if you hold your finger down on this, it will give you some other options to delete in certain sections, to split it into 2 audio clips, to fade, or to delete all the clips from this point that I selected on. So if I made a mistake, I can go back to where I made the mistake and delete the rest of it and re-record. You also have some more advanced options when you click these 3 dots that you are welcome to play with and explore. At the bottom left, if you click this, it will open up zoom options so you can decide how large you want to view your screen. On the far right corner, this is your slide sorter. So I can use these arrows to go left or right between my slides once I have more than one, or I can tap this, which tells me how many slides I have and what slide number I'm on. If I tap it, I can now scroll through and find any of my slides and edit them. I can hold it down and delete a slide. I can click it and drag to move them around. And finally, we'll talk about this little guy, which is how you export and save your projects. So when you're looking at the bottom right corner, you'll see this arrow. I like to think of it as my send out as a project. It will first ask you to give it a name, and you hit OK. Once you've done that, it will open up this menu that has a lot of options. At the top, you can choose what type of project you want to export, and then you choose where you want to export it to. So you could create a finished video project. You could tap PDF and create a PDF file and share it in these places. You can save your Explain Everything slide as an image and export it to these areas. Or you can save it as a project. This means that if somebody can upload it and download it as an Explain Everything project, they can make changes to it as well. To upload a video to Seesaw, you will always choose Video and then Open In, and it will export the video and then give you the option to click on the Seesaw icon. When you're done uploading, you should see Uploading Success to verify that it has been uploaded, and you hit OK. If you want to go back to your projects, which was those 3 dots in the top left corner, then it might ask you to save again if you've made any changes, in which case you can hit OK, or if you think you might have made a change you didn't want to, you can say Discard Changes. Once you hit those 3 little dots at the top, it'll say Back to Projects to get back to your main menu. It also gives you other options to export your project. This is also where you'll find your settings and things like that, which really only teachers should be using. But you also have help and info, so if you ever have a question on how to use the tools and Explain Everything, these are great resources. The info has a tutorial video as well, and the help can help you with a specific question.